your eye. The glare on the phone from the sun means I can't actually see, so I'm hoping that you can see me okay here. And then just settle in. So come to a comfortable seat. Find your sits bones on the ground. Legs are crossed or half lotus, whatever works for you. And just arrive here. Welcoming yourself, each other to the practice. Close down your eyes if you haven't already. And just start to notice the breath. So today's practice is flowy. There's going to be elements where we pause in different poses, holding the breath, or holding the pose for a couple of breaths, I should say. So a bit like a slow sort of power yoga, but just tune into your breath. Don't let that put you off at all. It's all things we've done before. And we arrive just as we are. A new day, a new opportunity to discover what goes on the mat, and then hopefully take those discoveries off the mat. Inhale, create length through the spine. On an exhale, keep that length, but just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And just keep moving with your breath. So inhale to straighten. Exhale to stretch. So the only thing moving at the moment is the head with the breath. How does the neck feel? Can you maintain that length? Finish off the last side. And then coming back to center. Inhale, open the eyes, reach with the hands. Exhale, bend the elbows, look up slightly, bringing the elbows down as far as is comfortable. So the further down we bring them, the more of a stretch we get in the shoulders, but also the more of the arch we get in the lower back. So just notice you might be here. Inhale, reach up, head comes back to center. 2 more times. Exhale, draw the elbows down, gazing up. Inhale, reach, head back to center. Exhale, drawing the elbows down, gazing up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come back down to the knees. Just start to get some movement from side to side. So just going through some circles. Coming back with the body. Inhaling, coming forwards with the chest. So just creating these circular movements. You can invite the shoulders, the body in as much as you want to. The head can move with the flow. Reverse, take it the other way. And then slowly spiraling back to center. Lovely. From here, Coming over onto our knees, we're going to come to the back of the mat. And if your knees are a little bit fiddly here, you can be up higher, so don't feel like you have to sit back here. If you're able to, you can come onto the top of the feet and bring your hips down to your heels. So wherever you are, bring your hands behind you, interlace the hands. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Forehead down towards the floor. Maybe lifting the arms up a little bit higher. And again, thinking of those knees. If it's too much here, lift those hips and you can come onto the top of the head. Coming into a hare pose or keeping the hips down, your choice. On your next exhale, release your hands, send your hands forward. So now we're in our extended child's pose. Take a breath here. And then inhale, rolling up through the spine. Gazing forwards, cow pose. Exhale, rounding through. Cat. Just move with the breath here. Taking a few cycles of cat and cow. Spreading through the palms, through the fingers. Anchoring down through the knuckles, the top of the feet. And then coming back to this neutral position. Walk your hands forward slightly and then lower the hips all the way down, bending at the elbows, coming all the way onto the belly. Forehead gently touches the mat. Inhale, cobra, maybe a baby cobra here. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Curl the toes under and lifting the hips, coming into our first downward dog. So just arrive here. Again, really notice the body. Is there any movement that you need? Do you need to stretch out those legs by pedaling the feet? Maybe bending the knees to stretch through the upper body, creating space in the lower back. Or maybe starting to anchor the heels down, coming to stillness. Your choice. Take a breath. Rolling forward into our plank pose. And then lifting the hips, rolling back into down dog. 2 more. Inhale, rolling forward into plank. Exhale, rolling back, down dog. Last one, move with your breath. Arriving in down dog, trying to shine those inner elbow creases forward, so dropping these shoulders out and away from the ears. And then bend the knees, look forward and taking a slow walk all the way up to the front of your mat, coming into our forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. You can take a real generous bend. Release through the crown of the head. Full awareness here. Inhale, take your hands to your shins. Push your shins into your hands, push your hands into your shins, navel draws in. Think flat back position here, so this halfway lift. Take a breath. Strong in the arms, strong in the legs. Notice if you're leaning back in the heels, can you come forward slightly? And then exhale, folding back down. And a slow roll all the way up. Coming in to our mountain pose. Arrive here. Notice Grounding through the feet. Lifting up through the front of the body, relaxing through the shoulders. How do you feel? Notice the breath. Is the breath moving a little bit slower, a little bit deeper through the whole of the body? Inhale, floating the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way down. Halfway lift to the shins. Exhale, folding back down. Bringing both feet all the way back into our plank pose. Strong here. Holding for a breath or two. Pushing back with the heels, pushing away with the floor. So feel free if you want to bring the knees down, coming into our half plank do. And then lifting the hips, coming all the way back into down dog. Take a breath. Full conscious breathing. Bending your knees, sink the hips back towards the heels, and then just pivot the heels over towards the right, maybe looking underneath the left armpit. Sink those hips back so you're slightly pushing towards the right corner, and then come back to center, down dog. Bending the knees, shifting the heels to the left, pushing the hips back, stretching, maybe looking under the right arm. Back to center, coming back into our down dog. And then rolling forward into plank. And lower all the way down to the floor. Bringing the feet together, really together, seeing if you can create one long line with the body. Bringing your hands behind you, interlace the fingers on your tailbone. Roll those shoulders back. Notice the pelvis on the floor, the thighs, the top of the feet. Inhale, just start to roll the shoulders back, lifting through the head. Maybe you lift the arms. If it's too much in the shoulders, just allow them to rest on the tailbone. Take another breath here. Gaze is down towards the mat or just slightly forwards. Maybe on the next breath, can you lift the legs so the knees and the feet are lifted? Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back up onto knees, curl the toes under, and coming back to our downward facing dog. Take a breath here, navel draws in. So imagine that up and in, lift through the navel. Take another breath. Anchor down through that right foot. Inhale, just peel that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, just see if you can lift it a little bit higher. Evenly distribute the weight between the arms. And then bend into that left knee and draw that left knee slowly all the way up towards the chest. Pushing away with the hands, starting to arch through the back. And then step that left foot up in between the hands. So moving slow, building that strength. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high lunge. Anchor down, so push that right heel away from you, so towards the back of the mat. Front knee is bent, navel draws in. Inhale, open. Exhale, cactus the arms just once here, maybe looking up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float the hands all the way back down. Stepping left foot back, either staying in down dog or take a child's pose or move through your vinyasa. So now you can lower all the way to the belly or chaturanga into upward facing dog and meeting back in down dog. Connect to the breath. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, slowly peeling that right leg up, heel reaching. Exhale here. Inhale, can you lift it a little bit higher? And then exhale, bend that knee. And as you do, start to draw it down through the midline, shifting your body forward into plank. Push away with the hands. Trying to get that heel towards your bottom. And then step the right foot up. Inhale, high lunge. Arrive here. Again, push that left heel back, reaching with the arms. Find the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus, the arms lean back slightly, maybe looking up. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And this time we're going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Take the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take the hands down and behind you, interlace, stretching through the chest, through the shoulders. Take a full breath here. Leading from the heart, anchor down through the feet, soft bend in the knees as you start to fold forwards on that exhale. Lifting the arms above the head. Drawing chin in towards the chest. Release the hands down to the floor, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins, thighs, your choice. Exhale, folding back down. Planting the hands, stepping back into our plank pose. Push away from the floor. One long line with the body. Full body awareness here. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, anchoring through that right heel, lifting that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Taking a breath here, maybe lifting a little bit higher. From here, bend into that left knee. Open that left knee out to the side, so we're stacking the hips, navel draws in. From here, you're going to bring this left knee forward to the outside of the left arm. Then bring it to center. Then step the left foot up. Well done. Quite tricky. Inhale, lifting high lunge. Exhale, rise. Inhale, reach. Full awareness here. On your next exhale, bending the elbows, leaning back. Drop the hands down. Palms or hands reach away from you. And then lead forward with your chest. Coming into, I quite like to call this like a warrior 3, but we have that foot on the ground. So just take flight here, strong in the legs. One more breath. Release the right hand down to the floor. Take that left hand up And as you do here, see if you can transition. So if you need to bring the left hand back down and move through plank first, you can, but maybe trust. See if you can step this left foot back, coming into our side plank. We're not here for long. Take a risk. Breathe in. Exhale. Left hand comes down to the floor, shifting forward and moving through your vinyasa. Meeting back in our downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel free to come to a child's pose if you need to. So when we move through from our lunge into our side plank, feel free to come to full plank and lower the knees. There are options. So don't feel like you have to push yourself too far, but just finding that appropriate edge. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Coming back to our three-legged dog. Bend into that right knee and just open that knee out to the side. Full breath here. And then shifting forward, right knee comes towards the right elbow. Then to center, then step that right foot up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, reach through the arms, anchor through the feet. Exhale, cactus the arms. Take a breath here, maybe looking up. On your next exhale, drop the hands down. Leading with your heart, coming forwards. Reaching palms back behind you, so palms facing towards the earth. Fingertips reaching towards the back of your mat. Release the left hand down. Take the right arm up. Full breath here. And then maybe you transition from here into side plank. If you want to, you can bring that right hand down. You can step back to plank and then roll over. If you come here and it's too much, bring that right foot to the ground and kickstand. Take a breath here. Maybe lift the hips a little bit higher. And then rolling back to plank. Lower the knees if you wish. Moving through our little flow. Coming back into downward dog. Finding the breath here. Full awareness. Lower the knees down to the earth. Bring the big toes to touch, knees wide. And sinking the hips back. You can keep those arms active by being on the fingertips or the palms, with the forearms off the ground, or if you want to relax through those shoulders, just ease and soften. Bring the hands a little bit closer towards the face. Notice how you feel. So strong, mindful flow. Probably feeling a little bit warmer now. Your shoulders, or possibly talking to you, letting you know that they've done some work. Inhale, coming back up. Just bring your knees together. Bring your hands onto your thighs, or you can stay kneeling. Just interlace your hands, your fingers, and just start to move like creating a wave with your hands, just to stretch through the wrists, stretch through the hands, so you can get as much movement as you want to, but it just allows the wrists to be stretched. A bit of love for the wrists. They take quite a lot of weight when we move through these kinds of practices. And then shake off the hands. And then diving forward, bring your hands back down to the floor, curl the toes under, lifting back into our downward dog. Full breath here. Anchor down through that right foot. Inhale, lifting the left. Bend into that left knee. Bring that left knee towards the left elbow, towards the center, towards the right elbow, back to center, and send it all the way back up, three-legged dog. Take a breath here. Exhale. Bring it all the way through center, and step that left foot up in between the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, send the elbows down, lean back. Looking up towards the sky, the ceiling. Reach the hands behind you, lean forward. Full breath here. And then from here, just start to pivot. You can start to rock forward and back, lifting through that right foot, coming into our warrior three. If you need to bring this right foot down to the ground and be here, you can. Maybe you lift, keeping the arms reaching behind you. You can flex or point through the toes. Full awareness here. Here. Strong in this standing leg. One more breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Send that right leg behind you, coming forwards. Bend into that left knee, step the right foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Arrive. Navel draws in. Hips are shining towards the side of the mat. Gaze towards the front. Take a breath here. Full awareness. Inhale, reach the hands up, straighten through that front leg. And then just drop that right hand down towards the right leg. Left arm reaching over. Inhale, coming back. Bring the right hand up, so you're reaching both hands up towards the leg. Send the left hand forward, coming into our Trikonasana. Maybe gazing up towards the ceiling or out to the side. Take a full breath. Relaxing through the face, through the shoulders. Keeping the legs where they are, have a soft bend in the knees. Drop your right hand down. Bring your left hand towards the other side. And we're going to switch. We're going to see if we can bring right hand to the outside of the left foot. This back foot, if you need to step it up slightly, you can. And then coming into our revolved triangle pose. Maybe the right hand can come on the outside of the left foot. Maybe you're on your shin. You can have a soft bend in this left knee if you need to. Full awareness here. Find the breath. Exhale, release. Bring the hands to the floor. Step that right foot back just a little bit. Inhale, open up through the chest, runner's lunge. Hands to the floor, step the left foot back. downward facing dog. Full breath here. Relax through the shoulders, through the face. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, lift that right leg up behind you. Bend into that right knee. This right knee comes across to the right elbow, to center, to the left elbow, back to center, back to three-legged dog. Really stretch. And then draw this right knee all the way in and step that right foot up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, just arrive here. Reaching the arms, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back. Look up towards the ceiling. Release the hands. Lean forward. Take a breath. Anchor through the feet. Find a bit of movement here. And then take flight, shifting onto this right leg. Taking our warrior 3 variation. Left leg behind you. Pulling up and in through that navel. Soft bend in that right knee. And then bend into that right knee. Draw this left knee all the way up, coming into our one-legged Tadasana. Reach the hands up. Find the breath. Quiet the mind. Making sure we're not dropping into this right hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, start to come forward. Send that left leg behind you. Hands either reaching forwards or towards the heart. Bend into this right leg. Step the left leg back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. So arrive here, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Navel draws in. Inhale, reaching arms up, straighten through that right leg. Send the left arm down towards the left knee. Taking a stretch here. Find that breath. Inhale, coming back up. Take the left arm back up. Reach the right hand forward. Coming all the way down into our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. Breathing deep. Relax through the shoulders. Find the breath. And then you can pivot this back foot slightly. So I want to say more into a warrior 1 with that back foot. Then drop this left hand down. Bring the right hand behind you so you're pivoting round. And then your left hand comes to the outside of that right foot, reaching the right hand up, coming into our revolved triangle. If you need to bend into this right knee, you can. Maybe this right hand is on your shin. Just making sure that you're not hyperextending through that right knee. Find the breath. And then release the right hand down, left hand down, pivot that back foot. Inhale, runner's lunge. Bring the hands to the floor, step that right foot back. Find the breath. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, lifting hips, coming back, rolling on the toes, back into down dog. 2 more. Inhale, rolling forwards into plank, claw through the fingertips, strong in the hands and the arms. Rolling back into dog. Last one. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, rolling back. This time, inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Come on to the top of the feet. Again, bringing the legs, the feet together. Navel draws in. Feeling the pelvis, the top of the feet on the ground. Interlace the hands on your lower back towards your tailbone. And just start to reach the hands towards the feet so the shoulders start to draw back. Opening up through the chest. Take a breath here. Find that connection with the earth. Everything that's touching, just connect. And then inhale, just start to lift the head. Maybe lifting the arms or keeping them rested. Full breath here. Inhale, maybe lifting the legs. Maybe coming up a little bit higher into our locust variation. Exhale, soften. Release the hands. Bring them underneath the shoulders. Just gently rock the forehead from side to side. Deep, conscious breathing. Inhale, pushing up. Rolling back. Coming in to a child's pose. Breathing into the lower back, creating a bit of space. Maybe keeping those arms active, stretching through the shoulders. Inhale, coming back up. Hands coming back out slightly. Come back to our plank pose. Roll over onto the right side. So rolling over onto your right foot. Maybe the left foot stays where it is, or you can stack. Coming into side plank. And then we're going to bring our left foot to the ground. So we've got like a kickstand here. From here, exhale, lower the right hip down. Left arm reaches towards the back of your mat. 2 more of these. Inhale, lift the hips. Really lift the hips. Reach the left hand over the top of the head. Exhale, lower down. Look back. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Coming all the way back, reaching. Left hand comes down, send that left foot back. Coming into down dog, move through your vinyasa. Coming back to down dog. Take 1 breath here. Rolling forwards into plank, last side. Coming over onto the left. Reach that right hand up. Bring the right foot to the ground. Lifting those hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. Look back towards the mat. Inhale, reach, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach. Maybe step that right foot back so you're in side plank. Roll over into our full plank. And then move through your vinyasa. Coming back to downward dog. Full breath. And then from here, bending the knees, looking forwards. Your feet are going to walk to the center of your mat. your hands back to your feet. So you're in a forward fold on the center of your mat. You can soften through the knees. You can hold on to the opposite elbow. Inhale, slowly release the hands and roll up. Coming into mountain pose. Again, just observe. How do you feel? Shift your weight to your right foot. And just peel that left knee off the floor. Coming into our one-legged Tadasana. Reach the hands up. Navel draws back. Find that drishti, that focal point. And then maybe catching hold of this left foot, maybe bringing it to the inside of the thigh or the shin. Maybe the toes are on top of that right foot, taking our Vrksasana, our tree pose. Full awareness. Standing strong, opening that left knee out. Lifting up through this right hip. Bring your hands down to your heart. Release left foot down. Maybe this time bringing the feet together, really together. Take a breath. Lifting that right heel off the floor. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you send the arms up, and as you do, the right knee lifts. Again, our one-legged Tadasana. I always think of Karate Kid standing on that post in this pose. Balancing. Maybe you drop the right hand down to guide that right foot into the thigh or to the shin. Standing tall, standing strong. Dropping the hands to the heart. Releasing the right foot down. Shaking off the legs. Okay, from here, open the arms out to the side and then drop the right hand underneath the left arm, wrapping the arms around, either coming into eagle arms if that's available to you, or you can simply anchor those elbows in and start to stretch the shoulders apart, or you can give yourself a bit of a hug here. So just notice you can even lift through the elbows here, whatever works for you. Stretching into those shoulders. Inhale. Maybe if you're in eagle arms, just lifting those elbows a little bit higher. Navel draws in. Exhale, release. Reaching the arms out. Inhale. Exhale, left hand drops under. Wrapping around the right. Inhale, lift. Again, maybe eagle arms, or you can give yourself a hug, reaching those elbows up. Full awareness here. Separate the hands. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, coming back down. Take a breath. Hands walking out slightly, feet walking back. Just so we can transition the knees down, flipping the feet to one side and coming onto our bottoms, feet out in front. Straight away here, drawing the legs together, zipping everything up. Inhale, open up through the shoulders, through the chest. Lean back, lift one leg, lift the other. Coming into our boat pose. Keeping the legs lifted. Bringing the hands up above you. Full breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. And just keep going. You can add in some movement into the legs as well. You can start to straighten through the legs as you twist. You can do one leg at a time, or just practice moving through the waist, using those side muscles, the obliques. Strong. Maybe you can feel it in your legs. A few more. Inhale, reach. Maybe straighten through the legs, reach through the arms. Exhale, lower yourself down, reach the arms back behind you, full stretch. Bending the knees. Bring your hands to your belly. Just giving your tummy a little bit of love, placing your hands on your belly. Taking a few breaths here. Keeping the feet rooted. Or again, if you want to, you can lift the shins, lift the feet off the floor and be here. Or maybe you just keep the feet on the ground. We're going to interlace the fingers behind our head. So interlace the hands. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift. So lifting head and shoulders off the floor. We're not rounding through, coming all the way up here. We're keeping the gaze up. We inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Draw that belly button back. And just keep moving with your breath. You can speed it up a bit if you want to. Few more. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Bring the hands down by your feet. Bring the heels in just a little bit closer. Palms facing towards the body. Just take a moment here. The last little bit here for the core. Just working on the abdominal muscles. Take a breath. Inhale, just start to lift through the head. So the head and shoulders are off the floor. Your hands are slightly lifted, and we're just going to see if we can tap each ankle to each side, okay? So one hand, right hand to right ankle, left hand to left ankle. Try not to crunch through the neck, keeping the gaze up. Just taking some breaths. You can move as quick or as slow as you want. Just really working into the tummy, into the sides. So this isn't necessarily to get that ripped, toned tummy, okay? Sometimes that's also good. But looking after our core also looks after our back. We have that strength that we build. A few more here. Maybe reach a little bit further. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a stretch. Take your arms all the way up above your head. Take your legs long. Breathe into the whole of your tummy. Expand. Exhale, release. Give your hands down to your belly. Just give your belly a little bit of a rub. Bit of love here. Bringing your right knee in towards the chest. Give your right knee a little bit of a squeeze. Holding on to the right knee with the left hand, right arm out to the side, coming into our familiar spinal stretch, our twist. Again, you can turn your gaze towards the right, breathing into the tummy, into the right side of the body. Coming back through center, releasing right leg down, bringing left knee in, give it a little squeeze. You can circle the foot, and then drawing that left knee across the body, left arm out. You can cactus this arm, it can be by your side. And again, breathing into this left side, into the tummy. Full awareness. Notice the sensations you can feel. So you can probably feel that you've worked your tummy, you've worked those muscles, the shoulders. There will be almost like this fizzing, possibly going through the body. It's a strong practice, moving slow and mindfully. Rolling back to center. Bringing both knees in towards the chest. And then bringing your hands on the inside of the legs, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Taking our lovely, nourishing, happy baby pose. Soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Relax through the shoulders, through the face. Full awareness here. Tailbone reaching towards the front of the mat. Soften. Releasing the hands, the feet, bringing the feet to the floor. And feel free to take the legs long if you wish. Or maybe bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Coming into our Supta Baddha Konasana. And your hands can be gently on your tummy here. Or you can interlace the hands, mirroring the legs. Taking that breath into the belly. Try and soften. Releasing through the face, through the shoulders. You're in a position and you want to change. And of course you may get yourself comfortable. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Maybe you set a promise or an intention for this weekend, for the weeks ahead, or maybe for the 4 weeks that we're in lockdown. Whatever that intention or sankalpa in Sanskrit, that promise to yourself. What will your sankalpa be? Maybe it will be to nourish your body. And nourishing your body can be taken in many ways. The amount of sleep we get, the amount or the quality of food that we have, the exercise that we take, the time to pause, to meditate, to move through a yoga practice. How can you nourish your body? Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rolling over onto one side. And then pushing yourself up into a comfortable seat, where we'll just pause for a moment. Bring the hands to rest on the knees, palms facing up. Just tuck the chin slightly, lengthening through the spine. Observing how you feel, that sense of calm and peace in your body, in your mind. Are you able to take that feeling off the mat into your day? Bring your hands to your heart. Me to you. Take time to nourish your body and mind. Lots of love. Namaste.